As many of you know, the ICTY and its sister tribunal, the ICTR, are in the process of completing their last few remaining trials and appeals and are soon expected to close their doors. But the completion of trials and appeals at the ICTY and ICTR does not signal the end of these tribunals' responsibilities. To the contrary, a number of essential functions need to be carried out even after the conclusion of a tribunal's trials and appeals. These functions include the continued protection of vulnerable victims and witnesses, the determination of applications for review of judgments, for variation of protective measures granted to witnesses, and for access to evidence, the supervision of the enforcement of prison sentences and determination of applications for early release and clemency for those persons convicted by the ICTY and ICTR, continued assistance to authorities and others in national jurisdictions in terms of making evidence and other information available, and maintenance of the vast archives of the two tribunals, which will serve researchers and scholars, as well as prosecutors and defense counsel in cases in national jurisdictions for years to come. In addition to these matters, the ICTR still has a number of indicted individuals who remain at large, and it is vital for the credibility of international justice that this tribunal account for all indicted individuals as the ICTY did. It was in light of these ongoing responsibilities and the Security Council's goal of encouraging the swift completion of both tribunals' work that the Security Council decided to establish the mechanism for international criminal tribunals on 22 December 2010 and to make the mechanism responsible for carrying out these core functions of both the ICTY and the ICTR. But perhaps the Security Council's overarching aim in establishing the mechanism was to ensure that the remaining trials and appeals would be completed, so that the closure of the ICTR and the ICTY would not open the way for impunity to reign once more.